Hey guys, back here with another video. So in this video I'm going to explain how Chanel's quality has declined and why it is no longer worth the high prices they set. So Chanel's prices have increased by the hundreds while the quality has decreased significantly. Watch the entire video to understand why. So this video idea was given to me by a watcher. I'll put the name up here, so shout out to them. If you want me to make a video on something that you want, then comment below, or you can DM me on Instagram at bav.28. To begin, it's important to understand why Chanel is such a prestigious brand. Coco Chanel had a major impact on fashion for women. She especially influenced men as well. So women were no longer restricted to tight clothing such as corsets, which was the norm at the time. Coco Chanel made it more acceptable for women to have more freedom in the clothing that they wear and more comfort as well. They could now dress the way that they wanted to and they liked. So her fashion also helped to develop other fashion, like encouraging many not only to improve on the fashion of the moment, but also to continue evolving fashion as well. Chanel made it so that not only did women change the way they looked on the outside, but she changed the way they perceived themselves on the inside as well. So she freed women and made them feel as if they had a purpose. Now that women were not confined to certain clothes, she let them know they were not restricted in society, especially as a society at the time was mostly dominated by men. Since society during her time was mostly dominated by men, by her taking the conventional men's outfit and putting her own feminine twist on it, she showed women that they were just as important in society, and that women and men were equal. She influenced men because she showed that women were capable of more than just being housewives. They could work and they could do as much as men, they just hadn't been given the chance. While Chanel didn't change the way men thought about women, I do think that she opened their eyes to a new perspective. So Coco Chanel did all of the above just through fashion, which is honestly incredible to me. She had such a huge influence on women, and that influence can still be seen today. This is why the quality decline of Chanel is quite upsetting to many, especially women, since it damages a phenomenal legacy. Coco Chanel once said, in order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different. This quote is important because it shows how she challenged the societal norm. If she wasn't trying to be different to others, she wouldn't have had such a huge impact on the fashion industry as a whole. She made it a lucrative and clever decision to make fashion risks. However, it just proves that nowadays Chanel is a shell of its former self. Chanel is no longer irreplaceable like it was during her control. One example of this is that Chanel has copied their old designs, taking the easy way out on designs that were previously successful, leading to fashion cycles that become more fatigued and innovation that is very clearly lacking. So I'll show you a few recent Chanel collections which imitate their own vintage styles with almost no changes except for the quality, and the quality is not even better, it's actually worse, but the price just keeps increasing. Coco Chanel would have thought that reusing old designs and imitating their old designs was a lazy and uncreative decision. Chanel is a brand where the prices are no longer justifiable, and their status as a brand only remains high by celebrities wearing them and the high prices they set, which provides consumers with the illusion their products are high quality and that they are worth that much money. Without the iconic CC appeal, Chanel is a brand which no longer has the same allure and charm it did decades ago. The standard of Chanel products has declined in the new century as modern processing machines have taken over, while true craftsmanship, such as hand stitching, has died out. So vintage Chanel bags were made with real 24 karat gold hardware, and in late 2008, Chanel stopped making hardware with real 24 karat gold plated hardware and instead started using gold toned hardware, which a lot of people were honestly upset with. Chanel bags no longer using their famous gold plating hardware, and they are no longer handmade or hand stitched, which are the details which made Chanel handbags so special and unique. It's important for consumers to know that they are no longer paying high prices for quality any longer, and that they should opt for other, more quality brands instead. By not giving Chanel your money, you're demonstrating to them that they should improve on their quality. After 2015, Chanel has stopped refurbishing or refinishing bags that are more than 5 years old, and will not refinish or refurbish a bag without proof of purchase. A lot of people were understandably upset by this, since it basically means that Chanel no longer stands by the quality of their products, and it is almost like planned obsolescence in a sense, that their products will not last longer than 5 years. So if the quality keeps decreasing and they don't at least provide repairs, how can you keep increasing the price and then decrease the quality and then skimp on repairs? Luxury bags should last for a lifetime, not a season or two, guys. I don't understand how they can increase the prices of their products but skimp on things such as repairs, which other luxury brands do for free, such as Goyard or Hermes. The after-sales service should also be perfect for a consumer who has bought a Chanel product. Flawless customer service, delivery, and overall customer experience should be exceptional. Keeping in mind that Chanel handbags cost thousands of dollars, every aspect of the company should be on par. Unfortunately, a quick look on Trustpilot.com shows that many people have been frustrated with Chanel's customer service, which is honestly unacceptable for a luxury brand. I'll show some examples, and I have to agree with them 100%. So this review is by Emily. Despicable service, completely unacceptable for a luxury fashion maison. The website is an absolute shambles and needs to be completely redesigned with the customer journey in mind. I can't believe I even have to say this, but it should be a given to send customers an email confirmation with order number. Don't bother having a contact us email form if no one is ever going to reply. And your automated email response directs you to use a live chat feature that quite simply doesn't exist. It's 2020. There's no excuse for your e-commerce to be at such a substandard, especially during lockdown when people are relying more heavily on online shopping. It's an absolute tarnish on the Chanel brand. Consumers should be able to expect the same level of quality service associated with the boutiques. To be frank, it's quite cringy to be failing in what is essentially sales and marketing 101. I have to agree with that completely because, come on, you're paying like thousands of dollars. Your customer experience should be exceptional. Like, you shouldn't be frustrated with buying a luxury product. I literally have no words because simple things such as contact us email form, like if Coco Chanel was still here and she witnessed her customers complaining like this, she'll be devastated, honestly. Now here's another one by Gabrielle. So the client service of Chanel is horrifying and disrespectful. As a client for years, I'm extremely disappointed. Not only is the service not at all helpful, if you ever get a tiny problem with the item, they'll consistently find excuses and even blame it on the clients. Wow. Before purchase, I spotted a slight defect on the item and asked the assistant if it is possible to change for one that does not have a defect on. She told me that I've caused a defect when I literally just touched one part of the item and it's not even close to the defect area. Of course, she didn't say it aggressively, but the passive-aggressive tone is very disturbing. I've been a loyal customer of Chanel for years. Not only is the recent collection not as fresh for my liking, but the service is not at all the level it should be for luxury houses. I've decided not to purchase anything from the brand from now on, and I'll recommend you not to as well. Many luxury brands provide proper service and high quality and design in their offers, and Chanel is just not one of them anymore. Don't get me wrong, it used to be great, however it has been at least a couple years that I've constantly experienced negative feelings with the service from Chanel. The service in store is bad enough, but don't even talk about the after sales experience. It's unbearable, and frankly the price point and reputation is just unacceptable for me. I will never go back to Chanel. I sincerely hope that they'll change for the better. So this next example is going to show how it's not just one store in like one part of the world, it's all around the world, which is a bit like, it doesn't make sense to me how so many stores can have such bad customer service. So customer service what? That's what I asked myself several times as a Chanel boutique in Melbourne does not even bother to reply to my request. And for God's sake, I emailed Chanel official contact once and did not receive any responses at all. Is that it? Like you put on your email address, customers send emails, and the next thing is emails piling up without care. Even called to customer service hotline, staff was like, okay, I'll get your details, blah blah blah. And then a week already passed without any further communication. Seriously, is this how a luxury brand has been working and competing over the years? Truly disappointed. Like, it seems that the Chanel contact doesn't even work, which is, what? Why? So I won't provide any more examples of people complaining because it will take all day. This just proves that Chanel is no longer as great as it once was. If you buy a bag that costs so much money, you'd expect customer service to be on point, especially during a time like COVID. Their contact form doesn't even work most of the time because I've heard a lot of people complaining about that. You would expect stitching to be on point as well, but it's not because I read a lot of people complaining about that as well. So there's a lot of people complaining about defective products from Chanel, and it's not just one case out of 100. So if you like Chanel's designs, I'd recommend for you to purchase a vintage bag from before 2000 or 2008. Or you can buy Goyard, which is a brand which I adore, and it has maintained its consistency of high quality luxury bags which are worth the money.